Do you like gardening? What about zombies? Wait a minute, I've done this already. Welcome back to Plants vs Zombies Fusion, a conversion mod for the original Plants vs Zombies game that allows us to combine plants to create man-made horrors beyond comprehension. In the last two videos, we completed the adventure mode, so if you haven't seen those yet, watch them, because I am in your walls. In this video, we complete the snow levels and the Odyssey adventure mode, which I did on max difficulty. Why, God? Why do I suffer? So on the last video, some chaps told me to complete the snow levels, which we find in the challenges. I am also doing these levels on difficulty 4 to begin with, as someone told me to become a gamer and up the difficulty, which will definitely not be a major mistake in the future. In the first level, we are introduced to Furnace, which melts frozen plants and stops plants from freezing over. The snow levels introduce us to several new mechanics, beginning with these frozen plants, which we have to melt before we can use. Now, this may sound like free plants, but the problem is when a zombie eats this ice cube, it becomes pregnant and spawns a random, sometimes super strong zombie. Why does it do this? I don't know. You'll also notice a bunch more zombies spawning, due to the increased difficulty. Somebody send help, as I've locked myself in a room and I've eaten many laxatives. To beat this level, we utilize Chompzilla, who is simply unbeatable. I mean, infinite healing, massive damage, what more could you ask for? Something I do not realize, however, is when a flag wave spawns, all of your plants will freeze. So good thing I put these guys above my chompers, or that would have been a really embarrassing start. In level 2, we are introduced to Spruce Sharpshooter, a plant immune to freezing. To beat this level, we once again use Chompzilla, while Spruce Sharpshooter exists, I guess. This plant doesn't seem to be all that useful anyway. Okay, level 3, where we unlock Sawminot, a melee plant that slowly accumulates shield and does high damage. Combining Sawminot with Spruce Sharpshooter creates a ranged Sawminot, which is really good on its ability to pierce multiple enemies and do high levels of damage. Now, this level should have been a breeze, if we had more than 2 brain cells, because I forgot to protect my Chompzillas with furnaces, so my entire frontline froze over, my ranged plants couldn't hit anything, and we lost. On our next attempt, we actually remembered to plant Furnace and we discovered Twin Sawminot, which shoots homing projectiles that are honestly pretty strong, and with a setup like this, we easily beat the level. Alrighty, time for level 4, and what the hell is that? Who gave the zombies guns? Send this man back to the trenches of World War I.
That's a tank!
We also unlock Snow Lotus. Why are there so many? Jesus Christ, man, what am I actually supposed to do about this? Also, I figured out what the shield guy does. He converts peas into snowballs, which can freeze your plants, rendering them useless. Oh my goodness, this level is so hard on account of all the zombonis and the snowballs freezing all of my plants. We get so close, but I forget to plant furnaces on my front line and... Hello, Upper. No, the avatar is not here. He is gooning it white boy sexual style in his room. This level takes an embarrassing long amount of time to beat because sometimes we just get horrendous ice cube spawn, and most of the time it was down to my own incompetence. We do eventually find the winning strategy, using the Sawminot and Spruce Sharpshooter fusion, which I will now call Spruce Minot. We can spawn enough of it to effectively kill anything. Furthermore, fusing Snow Lotus with Sawminot creates this little guy, who heals plants around him when he gets hit by enough snowballs and gives them a shield. Basically, this snow cannon zombie hates himself right now. Okay, it's time to try out the last advanced fusion, Spruce Super Shooter, which is created by fusing Aloe Aqua, Spruce Sharpshooter, and Sawminot to create this beast. Spruce Super Shooter does high damage, pierces zombies, and is overall a very strong plant. Not only that, but when it is hit by snowballs or other freezing effects, its next attack freezes enemies. Wow, this level is really easy. What the fuck? Where did this guy come from? I didn't see him in the pre-game. Oh, that little bitch is hiding behind the snowball cannon. Cherry Bomb Newspaper Zombie is seriously bad news for us, and a mouthful to say, so he will now be called Larry. Our next attempt is ended early because why did it spawn 2 gargantuans on top of each other? What the fuck? This challenge is really hard on difficulty 4 because there are so many zombonis, gargantuars, and powerful zombies that all swarm you. Also, increasing the difficulty reduces the damage you do to zombies, so everything just gets harder. Our next attempt seems like it's going really well, except, oh god, that's another Larry, and I don't have a cherry bomb because I forgot about them and used it earlier. Fuck me. Our third attempt, and thank god, the mallet becomes really useful in these later levels because it lets us get away with things we probably don't deserve. Our run is once again a failure due to our own incompetence, but honestly, how hard could it be? Run 4 ended early because, and I didn't know this, Larry is in the pool of zombies that can spawn from an ice cube. That and 2 gargantuars at once? Yeah, it's lost. Run 5 ended because what the fuck kind of spawn is that? Run 6, we lost because I forgot to put furnace on my sunflowers, and Larry strikes again. So you know what? Fuck it, I'm lowering the difficulty. Don't laugh at me, please. I will cry. To make it even more embarrassing, we lose. We fucking lose on normal difficulty. Run 8, lost again because I forgot furnace was a plant. Run 9, I used my cherry bomb too early, and Larry strikes again. Look, I may not be the smartest PvZ Fusion, but... well, there is no but. Finally, attempt number 10. This time, I learnt from my mistakes. Maybe 10 runs too late, but whatever. Using furnace, saving my cherry bombs, I mean, I still got half my sunflowers frozen, but it's fine, and I still got my cherry nuts frozen and nearly got smashed halfway through flag 2, but it's fine. By combining snow loaders, star drops, and spruce super shooters, we actually beat this fucking level. Thank God! In level 5, we unlock Aloe Aqua, which is a catapult plant that when fused with spruce sharpshooter, throws ice cubes when it gets frozen by snowballs. Obviously, we fuse that with Sawmnot to make Spruce Super Shooter, which we then use in a line with Snow Lotus and Chopzilla to easily beat this level. Another cool fusion is fusing Spruce Sharpshooter with Snow Lotus. When this plant gets a certain amount of charges, it awakens, throwing a large AoE freeze and healing all plants around it, making it a really good support plant. Level 6 and we unlock Bamblock, a defensive plant that one-shots zombies, taking damage based on the amount of health the zombie had. In this level, we are also introduced to the Rolling Yeti Imp, which rolls until it hits a plant, dealing insane damage. These guys are really annoying, and to stop them we need to use Bamblock. They can do some serious damage to your front line, so we end up having to restart. In our next attempt, we fuse Bamblocks with Snow Lotuses, giving them the ability to heal themselves, completely neutralizing the Yeti Imp threat. Ah, there we go, much easier. Who would have known? The new plants are important. Alrighty, level 7, which introduces us to the Ice Present, and how is Newspaper and Pogo Zombie here? Do they not feel the cold? My balls. They are frozen solid. Ow, my fucking dick! Ice Present costs 50 sun and spawns an ice cube with a random plant in it, which is not useful at all. I mean, these ice cubes are the bane of my existence, so creating more is just horrible. In this level, the main problem is supposed to be Pogo Zombie jumping over your wall plants, except I have tall nuts. Also, this is like the 3rd time I've tried to use a cherry bomb in the ice levels. I just never learn and they never work. Don't laugh at me, okay? I am trying my best. This level is really easy. I mean, Spruce Super Shooters is the strongest fusion in the game at this point, so let's just move on to level 8. In level 8, we unlock Spruce Ballista. There are also a bunch of random plants around that I've never seen before, so I don't know what they're all about. There's a bunch of these Yeti dog things around again, which are really tanky and are a massive problem. These guys can one-shot plants, and alongside the smaller Yeti imps, we are always on the back foot. I try making a Spruce Ballista, which takes 2 Spruce Sharpshooters costing 550 sun in total, only to find that it is literally useless and does barely any damage. Why does this plant exist? Spruce Super Shooter is literally better in every single way. It takes less space and does like 4 times the damage. I don't understand why this plant is even so weak. I mean, it looks amazing, but it is about as useful as middle blockers. So we restart the level after being overwhelmed by Yeti imps. To beat this level, we ditch the Spruce Ballista, and instead fall back on good old Spruce Super Shooter. Aside from the constant dogs, which are very scary, this level isn't actually that hard when, you know, you have a brain. Which means Genshin Impact players will find it impossible. Okay, time for the final snow level, and holy shit, who the fuck is that? That is the Snow Queen, the boss at the end of the snow levels, and she is kind of hot. So she'll utterly obliterate any plants that are in the same lane as she is, but wait guys, hear me out. She also throws out this massive AoE damage arc and periodically causes all plants on the map to freeze. Well, this isn't good. On our next attempt, we have a different approach, using the Bamblock and Snow Lotus fusion to tank for our plants because, hilariously enough, she does not have the DPS to kill this innocent looking guy. Well, I mean, I guess this solves the whole fight then. Coupling that with the Snow Lotus and Spruce Sharpshooter fusion for widespread AoE healing, this fight goes from a boss fight to, well, clapping those cheeks. Damn, I wonder what this is. Good thing the game doesn't explain it to me at all. Thank you, PvZ Fusion. Okay everyone, now it's time for the real challenge, Odyssey mode, where we will encounter zombies beyond belief, horrors beyond comprehension, and men, is what I would be saying if version 3.8 didn't come out completely overhauling Odyssey adventure mode, which either reset my original Odyssey progress, because I don't have any of the plants unlocked, or it completely changed how it all works. So instead of playing through all of Odyssey again, I will do that next video. Yes, I tricked you. We will be playing the tower defense minigame instead, because I remember some guy told me I would unlock Sniper Bee if I finished it. Look, don't blame me. Blame the guy who changed Odyssey, and the guy who told me to update to 3.8. Oh wait, before that, they added a new snow level, a night level. we are increasing the difficulty of the game to difficulty 3 for the tower defense mode, but for Odyssey, I will play on difficulty 5, I promise. The night level is really interesting. Firstly, I get my own zombies apparently, which spawn randomly and I have no idea why, but they're kind of okay. We literally just spam Puff Shroom and Chompzilla because all the zombies on the other side are so weak, so we easily beat level 1. Now onto level 2. Wait, where is level 2? Why is there only one night level? Why does this game make no sense? Fine, off to the tower defense levels, where we start with Sun P. In the tower defense mode, zombies follow a set path, and yeah, you should all know what a tower defense game is at this point. Since Sunflower doesn't exist, Sun P will be our main source of economy. That, and breaking these statues, yields us a hefty amount of sun. You can also upgrade your plants, which is crazy. I mean, am I even playing Plants vs Zombies right now, or a completely different game involving monkeys and balloons? To upgrade your plants, you first have to buy the basic upgrade, and then you can choose between one of the two other paths. For the Sun P, we can either choose extra damage or fire rate. Obviously, extra damage is better. I mean, 3 times total damage will out DPS 2 times attack speed any day of the week, it's basic math, so I don't know why you would ever choose the attack speed option, but whatever. The first level is literally just us spamming Sun Ps at the entrance. In the second level, we unlock, well, this isn't Sunshroom, because this is Sunshroom, but I actually have no other name for it, so it will be known as Sunshroom. Sunshroom is our main economy plant because it sucks up drop sun near it and multiplies its value to give us more sun overall. We also have to deal with Conehead Zombie, which has a lot more armor, and also this is embarrassing, I didn't realize that these 2 tiles here were plantable. So the whole time I've been like, well, what do I do about these guys at the bottom? Sunshroom upgrades are either increased production speed or increased sun efficiency, which is also obviously the better choice. I mean, its whole mechanic is multiplying drop sun. Oh, to rotate plants, just press R. They can shoot forwards or backwards, not down or up, so just keep that in mind. Honestly, the hardest part about tower defense mode is the lack of AoE right now, but aside from that, level 2 is not really a challenge. In level 3, we unlock a Cherry Bomb Pea Shooter and encounter Pole Vaulter Zombie, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, he literally just runs a bit faster and I have no walnuts anyway. What the fuck? Why is that in the game? I mean, it makes sense, but how? If you remember from video 1, Cherry Bomb Pea Shooter has a strong AoE attack that can decimate zombies. In this mode, it's a lot weaker. Probably for balancing related issues, but it costs twice as much as a Sun Pea and does less damage per shot. Sure, it has AoE effects, but they just don't do that much damage, and the upgrades cost so much, it's probably not even worth it half the time. Just look at how long it takes to destroy this single statue. Overall, 0 out of 10 plan. Do not use. Level 4 rolls around and we unlock Star Nut, which shoots star projectiles every time it is damaged. We also deal with P-Head Zombie from Zombotany, which we have to block with Star Nut. Now, I was under the impression that Star Nut's regeneration path would be pretty good, but it's not. It regenerates far too slow and not enough at once to make it viable, so go with the max health upgrade instead. The secret to winning this level is to spam Star Nuts and Sun Peas. And fuck this plan, why did I buy it again? Alrighty, level 5 and we unlock Sun Mine, a cute little potato mine that drops sun when it explodes. We also play on this map, the easiest map of all time because you can stack everything to face this one choke point and the zombies literally cannot get through. Sun Mine allows us to employ a new mechanic that I like to call the American option, where I drop a sun mine right at the feet of children. Anyway, level 5 and 6 are actually really boring because this layout is completely busted. Level 6 we easily beat with the Ice Fume Shroom spam, which looks like this. Look guys, this is balanced, and whoever says otherwise is a liar. Honestly, the tower defense mode is really not that fun to me. I could talk about it for the next like 10 minutes, but I feel like my viewer retention rate would plummet further below 0, which means I'd go into debt, like I'd owe you guys watch time somehow.
我在北京
So instead, I'm going to rapid fire what I found interesting over the next few levels. Level 7, we unlock Cherry Bomb Chomper and deal with Footballer Zombie. Cherry Bomb Chomper is super broken and one-shots literally everything, so no problems there. Level 8, we unlock the Onion Ray Electro thing, I do not know what this is called, and it makes this level a breeze, except whoever designed this map must have had an aneurysm because you physically cannot break this statue here. What the fuck? And level 9, a conveyor belt level where we just spam Electro Onion or whatever this guy is called, and that's the daytime tower defense levels complete. Now that we've done that, we should be able to use Sniper P in our Odyssey mode. But we can't. Why? I don't know. Okay, that's alright though, because I heard some guy tell me that if I beat level 10, which makes no sense whatsoever, I'll unlock the Sniper P. So let's go to level 10. Level 10 is the beginning to the night levels, which means we get no passive sun generation and are completely reliant on the statues for the majority of our income. We unlock Puff P and encounter Newspaper Zombie. Due to my utter incapability to manage the economy, we lose almost immediately on our first attempt. So on our second attempt we play a little smarter. only using a few plants to get those statues while using the majority of our puff peas as home defense. We use our sun mines to kill any newspaper zombies we find, and before you know it, level 10 is won. So now I should be able to use the sniper pea, right? Right? What the fuck? I do not understand. It says usable in Odyssey right there. Okay. What about the Odyssey Plus modes? So it's usable here, but not in the adventure mode. Why? Fuck you, Zombie Lizard 987265, or however your name is spelt. They don't tell me these things before they make me do them. Why doesn't this game tell me how it works? Why is there no tutorial?